It's the last, 7 days of school. You already know. The block is hot. Y'all know how it goes down in a lot of these schools towards the end of the year. Everybody want to showcase their hands. Everybody want to fight. We don't have time for that. I am raising a lady. What's up, everybody? I see y'all came back to come mingle with your girl today. I knew y'all love me. Welcome or welcome back. If this is your first time checking me out, my name is Brown, and here on my channel, I love to mingle. I love to talk it out. I love to rant it out. I love to just talk my talk, make jokes, do what I do. Okay, so I'm back. One thing I will say, car talks, car vlogs, car rants, any of the above are not meant to be done in Texas. I don't care if you got a brand new car and got the best AC that's blowing. It is too hot in Texas to be sitting in the car talking to y'all, but I'm gonna try to say what I have to say before I have a heat stroke and all of that good stuff. But I wanted to come on here and just talk about something that I am currently going through that I don't really see happening, or I don't hear a lot of other moms talking about it or giving advice or anything like that. And it's something that be really weighing on my heart. Like, I really be curious. I know I'm not the only person with a teenager. I know I'm not the only mom that really is an advocate for their child and wants to make sure I'm raising my daughter the correct way with a big dose of reality. I'm not trying to protect her so much to where she's oblivious to reality or doesn't know real life situations. I don't want to do that to her. I really want her to have an even balance of structure, discipline, and being able to developmentally know who she is on her own. And of course, with her still being a teenager, me as a parent, I have to provide her with that foundation of structure. So one of the things that I've noticed that is different now that we have crossed over into the teenage years is that a lot of peer pressure takes place in kids' lives. Like, so parents, definitely talk to your kids. Like, it's just me and my daughter, and we are really, really close to where we talk about a lot of things. She tells me a lot. I'm not going to sit up here and say she tells me everything, because she know her mama be tripping sometimes. And one thing I also learned is once your children get older, they pay attention to how you react to things that they tell you. And I know it's been one too many times I done kind of flew off at the handle, or maybe said something crazy that she didn't like, to where she probably withdrew from giving me further information. But I made sure to kind of watch myself and not react or judge her or her friends in a way to where she no longer wants to talk to me or tell me anything. But lately, these last few years, I realized there has been a higher volume of just kids wanting to fight. You know, we used to fight back in the day, but when we fought, it was one-on-one. Kids nowadays, they want to jump you. Boys want to fight girls. They want to bring guns. They want to shoot. They want to murder, kill. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing the signs. I have a duty to protect my child at all costs. So I'll probably tell all the other stories a different time. I will probably talk with my daughter, because with me being on YouTube, this is all new for me. I don't know what happens to those people who have been on YouTube for years, just soliciting their kids, spreading all their kids' business, and this stuff is public information that's going to be on there forever. So before I just go and spill all the tea on my daughter's information. I do want to respect her privacy and her as well. So some things I might not tell right now in this situation, but I might talk about later on, depending on how she feels about it, or if she even might want to collab with her mama and come on and talk about it. Because yet again, I do not see a lot of mothers with their teenagers talking about real life situations. So let me get to the point. So one of the things that I've noticed that is new for me, that I've never really met anyone who's gone through this or talk about it, is the peer pressure that our kids come about when they reach, middle school and high school. My daughter is a very independent thinker. I raised her to be that way. If she needs help, she knows how to open up her mouth and say something. She does not have, a lot of siblings or cousins or people to speak for her. So she knows that it's only her and she has to speak for herself. She's very strong. She's very bold. She's a beautiful person inside and out. And I really feel like I've been doing a good job raising her to just have a good, even balance. Not to toot my own horn, but as a mom, you have to, give yourself some credit. It's not easy being the main sole provider or parent that is always there for your child. So anyways, currently dealing with a lot of peer pressure. A situation that just took place was my daughter's belongings, which was her AirPods, were stolen from her desk. The school went as far as to search everybody. They didn't find anything. Of course, as you and I know, school officials cannot search all in between crevices and cracks and in pants and bras and all of that good stuff. And you know how boys are. She told me that in this particular class, there are a lot of male students. She is the only, maybe like one of 3 girls or something like that in the class. So y'all know how boys are a lot of times. Even if they like a girl, they gonna bother you, mess with you, do everything except for be nice and kind to you to let you know that they like you. So my daughter has a lot of issues with these boys in her class. Again, reminds you, peep game, I told you my daughter is very strong and bold. It doesn't matter if you are a girl or a boy, you will not just talk to her any kind of way. But she is also not the type of person that will talk to you any kind of way. She is the only child. She's not used to fighting with multiple siblings or any of that. But I ain't raised no punk. So, and she, like she said before, she not about to just sit there and let nobody talk to her crazy or disrespect her. So I respect that. But she also knows to not go up to no schoolhouse acting crazy, just fighting people. But at the same time, in our culture, somebody hits you, you better hit their ass back. You feel me? But anyways, long story short, her things got stolen from her. It was a whole big deal. The school officials came to check students, all of that good stuff. They didn't find it or whatever. But this is the thing. The students was like, oh, you're not getting that back, thinking it's funny, thinking it's a game. Okay, cool, bet. All my child care about is just getting her AirPods back. And not only that, me and her mama, I worked hard to buy that. I don't even got no AirPods myself. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't be on the phone like that. But my daughter, she got the newest iPhone. Whatever it is that she wants or needs, it is provided to her. You feel me? So, of course, baby was upset somebody took her stuff. AirPods is life to her. So, I'm the type of parent where I don't know what to tell you because I ain't buying them again. I ain't even want to buy them in the first place. So, yeah, but you also know that there is a lesson to this. You have to keep your stuff on you. These kids nowadays, they play too many games. They got all these TikTok challenges, kids taking stuff off the walls at the schools, in the bathrooms, trying to steal soap dispensers, just craziness. So her stuff got stolen from her, and the boys wanted to taunt and tell her that she wasn't getting her stuff back. So, she was upset that first day. The school called me. They let me know they searched everybody. They didn't find anything. Okay, cool, bet. Second day rolls around. It turns into a whole big deal to where now you got siblings of girls coming up to her talking about
my people had to get searched because you said they took your stuff, and I'ma fight you.
First of all, unlike these kids, I am raising a lady. At first, I'm not gonna lie, my daughter done been through some stuff. I thought it was her. I'm like, why you always getting caught up with messy people drama or people trying to fight you or this, and that? And so I was like, she probably got something to do with it too. She must be messy, but I'm not gonna knock her. She probably is. But my whole thing is, why in our culture do we feel like solving issues can only be solved with our hands in fighting and shooting and killing people? People need to learn how to use their words, and I've been trying to teach her not to be so reactive. I think a lot of the peer pressure and things she goes through is because she is reactive. When people pick on her, bother her, or mess with her, she doesn't do a really good job at ignoring it. She might get that from me. A lot of times we blame the daddy, but she probably got it from me. So watch how you talk to me. Talk to me nice or don't say anything at all. But she could be very, very reactive, and I think people see how reactive she can be. They see that she's cool, but when you get on her other side, nah, she not with all that. She don't have a lot of knowledge and sitting around with a lot of kids bothering you, annoying you. She's not in a household full of siblings that just make noise all day, want to take her stuff or bother her. So she don't do very well with people coming into her space, getting close to her face, annoying her, or just not complying with regular standards of a child. She gets annoyed. She gets irritated, perturbed. Every word you can think of, my child gets. And I think those kids see that and they feed off of that and they just continue to bother her. So now what took place is threats from boys and girls to her about her own stuff that got stolen. Listen, if y'all are in the United States, which my few little subscribers are, we all know that these kids have lost their mind. They really have. And I am going to always be an advocate for my child. I take threats very, very seriously. We have been through some stuff, and I have a duty to protect my child. And that's what I'm gonna do, is protect my child. If I feel like someone making a threat about following you somewhere to fight you is something I need to take serious, I'm gonna take it serious. It's the last 7 days of school. You already know the block is hot. Y'all know how it goes down in a lot of these schools towards the end of the year. Everybody want to showcase their hands. Everybody want to fight. We don't have time for that. I am raising a lady. At first, it was the peer pressure of other people telling her she should fight, all of this stuff. She thought it was cool. Okay, let me get out there. Yeah, I want to fight. Okay, and then you learn, okay, well, if I fight, I'm going to get in trouble with my mama, and my mama crazy, so she be on some stuff like taking my phone for the whole summer or making me read a dictionary. Like, I'm old school, so she know you get into another fight, this is what's gonna happen. So she has learned over time, don't go listening to everybody else. Just because in their household they deal with stuff by throwing hands does not mean that you have to. You could use your words. You could walk away from the situation. You could report the situation. I know snitches get stitches and end up in ditches, but it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. So as time has went on, I have been trying to teach her that you are a lady. You do not be reactive. You don't react to hate or jealousy with violence or succumb to how those people feel by feeling like we need to fight it out. So once, those girls made that threat to her, she told me what happened. And I was like, when we send our kids to school, we send our kids to school to learn, get an education, be able to, socialize, maybe be in organized sports, but for the most part to get an education. I don't send my child to school to fight, to be in gangs, to learn how to protect herself, or to know about any other social activities that all these other people and their kids got going on. Yes, those things do end up happening. I get it. It's a learning experiences. That is when your kids realize these people are good for me. These people are not for me. These are the kind of friends I need. These are not the kind of friends I need. So yes, we are there. We are at that point. But come on now, y'all. Come on, dog. Like Boosie say, come on now, dog. Some of y'all need to talk to y'all kids and teach them that they are future kings and queens. Like, I feel like we the only race who kids really just be out here fighting for no reason. That's very toxic. It just screams ill to me. Like, ill. My daughter is not that girl. Like, she probably thought she was and was like, oh yeah, I want to fight. I want to be down with the hood life. Honey, you live in the suburbs. Your mother drives you to work. You don't got to ride no city bus. You ain't got to walk nowhere. You get driven to school by your mother. Every day, you live in the suburbs. You don't have to act like those people. And I know that in our culture, there's all different kinds of black. All different kinds. But baby, you do not have to be the ghetto kind. You don't have to. So that is what I have been teaching her. And a lot of times nowadays, these schools are dropping the ball. They really are. Depending on what kind of parent you are, if you come from a 2-parent household or not, if you care about your child, that determines how much information they give you, how much they go into investigating any type of situations that are going on with your kids. If you wonder how I know, it's because I work at a school. I see it all the time. I know how it goes down. So, yeah, I just really had to reach out to the school as a parent first, not a district employee. And it sucks because I have to protect my child to the point where if I pray about something and I feel like something not right, I will not send her to school just to protect her. And there has been times where something may have taken place in, at, or around the school. So I'm going to be very precautious because I owe it to myself and to my child to protect her. You never know what any of these kids are thinking or anybody is thinking. And it doesn't matter the race. You see what took place in Buffalo? That's hatred. And I'm not raising my child to have hate in her heart. No matter what has happened to her, what has happened to me, I talk to her. We talk it out. We deal with it right there, right now, because I don't want her to grow up having any type of ill feelings for anybody or any kind of hate. And I think that that's another reason why some people just don't like certain kids, because they see the confidence that they have. They can feel the love that their parents or their family gives to them. My daughter is very confident, walks with her head held high, and that is what I expect of her. I expect her to use her words. I expect for her to talk to me about certain things. And I just think people, they just hate that. And again, like I was saying, for me, it's just tough because you have a lot of people really get on here and just talk about what it's like having smaller children or toddlers and, primary age kids, but you don't see a lot of people getting on talking about what they deal with their teenage kids or what teenagers go through and stuff like that. But I don't want y'all to think that it gets easy once your child becomes a teenager or almost an adult. It looks as if those are the times where it gets fun and gets a little difficult because they don't talk as much as they once did, or they're trying to figure it out themselves. They don't want to seem like they want to be dependent on their parents, but at the same time they want to be independent, come into finding who they are and just stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just crazy because it's only a few more days of school left. I don't trust none of these kids around here, and you have to protect your own. You really do, because it's been one too many videos of kids on the news getting stumped out in bathrooms, having seizures, they're getting beat up, all kind of stuff. It's been on the news. I watch the news. There's been a whole lot of fights taking place, a whole lot of kids getting jumped, a whole lot of kids getting shot and stabbed, meeting up at local parks after school, coffee shops, houses. It doesn't matter. These kids do not think about the consequences that take place after they brandish a weapon or once they all meet up. I'm not gonna put my child through that. So if she come tell me somebody threatening her and all of this, what we do over here, we goes and mingles and we takes it serious. You feel me? You not about to play with me or my child. So I don't know about y'all, but if you guys have any advice for me, drop it down below in the comments. I just can't believe the things that we as a culture go through, some of the things that we teach our kids and how to deal with their anger or their stress by telling them to fight, or not caring about your child enough to also tell them that you are a lady. You don't need to be fighting. Like, what you trying to do? Audition for the Bad Girls Club? Like, you do that later, not right now. No, I was just playing. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. It's very stressful because you really want to make sure you do the right thing for your kid. You want to make sure you say the right thing. You want to make sure that they see that you support them and that you're not just putting it off. And I owe that to her, to let her know that I'm here for her every step of the way. Show me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. We could talk about it. If you need time off from school, let me know. If you are afraid, let me know. And she'd be quick to say, I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of nobody. I just don't want to fight. I just don't want to deal with that. And it sucks that a kid should have to be stressed out not knowing if somebody gonna try to jump them or fight them over their own stuff that got stolen. Like, that don't even make sense. That's like somebody trying to fight me because my purse got stolen and everybody had to get searched. Oh, so you mad because you had to get searched? Okay, well, why don't you tell me where my stuff is? So ain't nobody got to get searched. But I guess kids don't understand it. A lot of people don't talk to their kids, but I talk to mine, and I just want to make sure we do the right thing, like, for real. It's been a lot this year. Just realizing how messy kids are nowadays. Just realizing how unsafe school is nowadays. And I work around the school. And I'm just being completely 100. Talk to your kids. Make sure they're not being peer pressured by their friends. Check on them. See who their friends are. Meet their families. Like, knowing somebody's families, what kind of parents and all of that they have can really show you what kind of person their kid might be. For real. Because she has had some friends that I just was like, no ma'am. What are you doing? Like, why would you? But I don't know. Not really feeling good today. So that's why my nose is a little stopped up or whatever. But I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all about some of the things you go through having a teenager and being a parent to a teen, like, it's not all easy. It's certain levels of things that get easier as they age, but then there's certain developmental experiences that you have to talk to them about or prepare them for, that you never know when it will come about until it comes about, and then you didn't have time to be prepared. The only preparation you have as a parent is if you went through it back in the day when you was a child. And a lot of the stuff that some of these kids go through, we as their parents didn't go through back in the day. There was no phones, there was no people airdropping stuff, there was no group chats, there wasn't a whole lot of bullying going on. Or maybe it was, but I just didn't deal with all of that or any of that. But yeah, it's just, things are very, very different nowadays, and it makes it a little harder because you want to do the right thing for your child, because there are so many people that have slept on their kids and are not there for their kids and are not there to teach their kids right from wrong or teach their kids the right way. So we definitely have to make sure that we are checking on our kids, talking to our kids, making sure that we are just there for them, supporting them through any and everything that they go through throughout elementary, middle, and high school, and even college on to adulthood. Being a parent does not stop at the age of 18. Your child just doesn't turn 18 and you're no longer there for them. No, it's not like that, because like I've said before, I'm grown and I call my mama almost every day. As a matter of fact, when I get done mingling with you guys, I'm going to go mingle with her. And she needs to answer the phone, because that's something that she does not do sometimes, is answer the phone. And I have to, let her know, who I am. I am your firstborn. You have to answer my phone calls, and the second and the third. I don't care about everybody else, but when I call, I expect for you to answer. But she always delivers. She always come back to come and mingle with your girl. So, but anyways, again, talk to y'all's kids. Make sure that they are okay. Make sure that nobody is putting negative things in their mind or in their head. Make sure no one is peer pressuring them. Teach your kids to be independent and strong, to believe in themselves, to think for themselves, and to speak up if and when they need to. That is the most important thing. But that is all I have for today. I actually feel better that I came on and talked to you guys about what I go through as a mother to a teenager, because it is not easy. It's not, because your heart goes out to your child, while at the same time, some may want to hover over their kids and protect them. I know not to hover over her and protect her to the point where I'm suffocating her or hiding her away from the reality of life. No, you're going to get these harsh realities, but I'm also going to give you a balance of self-care and making sure that you do right by yourself. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, because your girl can talk up a storm. I love to mingle, like I told y'all. But again, make sure y'all check me out on the next one. Come back and mingle with your girl, because y'all know that I will be out here to mingle. Maybe in the next couple of days. Who knows? Like I said, I did meet with the school this morning. I'll probably come back on, let y'all know the outcome. But if you have any advice for a young mom out here to a teen, drop it down below in the comments. Let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Let's go.